So, another really stupid video talking about basically nothing. But, so I watched this YouTube video called Are Endgame Players Ruining Warframe? I'm going off the top of my head, so if I say something stupid. God damn. So, if I say something stupid, yeah, whatever. Fucking deal with it. But, I watched this video, right? And the main point that this person made in their video is so someone new jumps into Warframe, right? They hop on a mission, MR like 20 player comes, just annihilates the whole mission, right? And like I get that being like an issue. Like I do understand that's not like it takes all the fun out of the game. Like these people have fun, right? You know, taking the game slower or whatever because they're new. They don't really understand the game that well, right? And then someone comes in and just completely obliterates the lobby, and now there's nothing left for them to do in the mission, and now they have zero fun at all. So I get that is an issue. But the way I looked at it, me personally, when I looked at that video, I'm thinking he's talking about all the late, like actual late game stuff. Because the guy I watched in the video, no disrespect or anything, from what I kind of got, he wasn't really talking about anything crazy late game. Like he kind of just talked about like fringe, like later game stuff. You know, like to me, late game slash end game stuff, like really, like that kind of stuff is like the now we have what tier 6 these what else cascade cap runs that stuff to me is actually end game, right? Late game is like steel path and like all that kind of stuff, right? But to me late game is like fissures. Late game, like that stuff is actually late game stuff, right? Not late game end game stuff. Late game is like steel path, getting into all that, right? But he didn't. The way he brought it up was just that these higher level players fuck up these newer player missions. Then just don't play solo. Play solo. Play by yourself. It's that simple. If you want to fix that issue, just play by yourself and don't play with other people. That's what I did. I had no issues. I played by myself. I figured it out by myself, and yeah, I had literally no issues. So the video itself, it was a shorter video. It was only like 6-7 minutes, but like I just didn't see the like value in the video because what he talked about or mentioned in the video was like fucking what are you talking about? Like there's a very easy problem fix to this problem. Just don't play with other people. Play by yourself or play with your friends. And if you're playing with your high level friends, people who actually understand and play the game right, and they don't want to ruin the new player experience because they don't want to be dickheads and fuck up the whole just kill everything in the lobby. They put on support frames or stuff like that or other stuff and don't kill the whole lobby, so your friend can actually like play the game and have fun. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to go and fucking nuke the lobby if you're playing. If you want to get, or if you're playing with people like purposely, that you're not like squatting in like public and just getting in with whoever, right? Like that's my point. Like then you just don't do that if you're playing with like lower level people. But if you are and you're on public and you're whatever, I don't that's whatever, right? But the other thing is the game Warframe doesn't actually do a very good job of explaining things. It's gotten better. The longer the game's been out, the better the job they've done at helping out the new player progression and all that. They've gotten better at it. Not saying it's still good, but it's a lot better. Like one thing I will say though is obviously now you have do these Deimos missions affect unlocking RBs? They should. In a Steel Path, they should. So now you have these missions. Zeramin, mainly those two. Those are actually these missions will be a lot harder than your average missions on the star chart, right? Because even here, Kuva Fortress isn't hard, right? Because it's can I click on it? Goddamn! Like look at the level, like 30. Shit, that's light. That's light. Come on. What is it? Mott fucking level 4, like 40. Like, come on, not nothing crazy. Then you go over here, it's like level 50, 55. But the difference here is the enemy density just feels much higher in these missions, right? When you go on normal path, the enemy density is just higher here, right? And Deimos, you have these missions. These missions, they're gonna be harder, right? Not saying they're still hard, but for these newer players, right? Because they don't know how to mod very well. The game doesn't do a good job of teaching you how to mod. It's kind of just like figure it out, right? But the whole thing of endgame players ruining Warframe. No, what? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. If you want to look at it, it's not the actual endgame players. It's the fucking scrubs who think that they're good enough to be called an endgame player. That's who ruins the game. That ruins the majority. You see, like I'm not into idolize, right? But I know it's a very toxic community, right? The people who do them and people who complain because people wanted like 6x3 and all that stuff, right? I don't think 6x3 is even possible anymore, if I'm correct. I think that you can't do it anymore with the whatever. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm out of loop. I don't know anything about idolize, okay? But I know there's the people who like they get mad at teammates whatever because it's their fault that they're not getting the good time or whatever. But it's like how about you just do it yourself? Do it yourself. Do it solo, and then complain. See what you're doing bad. These people who are like that are just fucking dumb, right? They don't understand. They don't have like what's the word? Self-awareness, right? They have zero self-awareness. They don't understand. They don't watch themselves. They don't see what they're doing wrong. They just blame everyone else, right? If when you do things by yourself and you see you actually learn so much better when you do things by yourself. And that's not for everything, right? Because obviously other people can teach you things. But for me personally, I like doing things by myself because when I do things by myself, I learn and I watch and I see everything that I do wrong and I correct it, right? I think that's just for me personally, that's the easier way for me to learn, right? But these people like that are just fucking dumb, and they don't. They're too like their ego's too large. They're just too obnoxious. They're not gonna blame anything on themselves. They're gonna be like, oh, I'm perfect. They did everything wrong. It's their fault. They suck. They're the reason that I lost, right? People like that are just shitty people, right? So those kinds of people are just whatever. Fuck them. It literally doesn't matter. Like they're stupid, right? The majority of people who I've met playing this game who are like actually like what you would call an end game player, right? Not a single one of them are like assholes. All of them are like use retarded amounts of weapons, shitty weapons, good weapons. Their opinions on the game are actually good. Warframe, basically anything is viable in Warframe as long as you build it correctly and figure it out right. Like that kind of that like mindset, right? Because that's how this game is. You can do that, right? Like obviously there's like the meta stuff and all that, but it's whatever. It doesn't matter. There's always gonna be stuff that's better than other stuff. That's just how games work, and all that. But how would an end game player ruin Warframe? That doesn't. That's just a dumb take to me because I don't understand what you're saying. And don't even call these YouTubers that because we're not. Let me get started on why I hate it. They make video, Torrid OP. Yes, Torrid's OP. Everyone knows that. It's just busted. It's disgusting. But it's like, fuck. My brain blanked, okay? There's no script going off the top of my head, okay? So, I'm gonna blank. But, like, what about an endgame player would have ruined Warframe? I play by myself. I don't play with other people. Majority of people either play by themselves or they squad up with other people who are also, like, are at the same level as them or are doing the same content as them, which would be harder content. So it's like, how the fuck would an endgame player ruin Warframe? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe you could say the gear or optimization of the game or stuff like that, but like that happens in every fucking video game. That's just a thing. People want to always optimize as far as they can go. That's just how games are now. It's how people think. It's how they want to play. Everyone will the majority of players like doing that. I like doing that to an extent, not like min max completely, but like I do like to optimize to the point where like I know something's good. Where like I do that, but it's like still it's like how would an endgame player ruin Warframe? It's a stupid fucking thing to say. I just don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like if anything, those people make the game better. Maybe that's a stretch, but like how would they make the game worse, right? No one in this game says, "Oh, this is bad. This is shit." Whatever, right? For the most part, right? Maybe when new stuff comes out, and because stuff gets a little more like looked over when it's new, right? Like say something that came out, a gun that I didn't really like when it came out, right? Because I was kind of just like, what's the point of this gun, right? Fucking no, that no. All right, we'll just step less, right? The step less. I thought this gun was pretty fucking dumb when it came out, right? And the reason why is because it's literally just the Arcoplasma, but worse. Okay, like that's all. Like yes, it's a little different because it, the range increases. Well, the projectile duration increases when it hits enemies and stuff, right? But it's like, if taking away that factor, why would you use this weapon over a 10 Arcoplasma, right? That's a fair thing to say because this weapon is basically it's the same type of weapon. It's the the wave weapons, like the Plasmor, the Catch Moon. It's one of those types of weapons, right? The Fulmin, it's one of those categories, right? But it's just objectively worse. Like so, it's like why would you use it? And I don't know why someone saying something like that would be a bad thing because that's literally what it is. It's just a worse version of it, right? Another example, right? Was something I could talk about. Let's see. Let me find something. Fuck. I'm trying to like. Maybe I should just go to my arsenal. That would probably be easier, right? All right. Weapons to compare to each other. Oh, shotguns. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Corinth Prime. Okay. These are the stats on the Corinth Prime, right? So, why would you use the Corinth Prime over the Strun Incarnon? There is zero reason why you should, because the Strun Incarnon. Let me pull up the Strun Incarnon stats because I actually don't have that one, but I do know it is literally just better than the Corinth. It's basically just the better version, but we're not gonna talk about that. So, what are the base stats on the? Actually, here, let me swap to browser. Let me fix this really quick. There we go. My bad. My thing was fucked up. So, 4 meter AOE does blast damage, and can we get the fucking stats? Wiki, what the fuck? Where are the stats at? Yo, you really can't just show me the stats. That's so foul. That's actually so foul. Okay. Alright, let's go. Fuck it. We'll do this, right? Watch it show the stats when we put it on this, right? Because it probably will, because I hate this game. Why does it not? What the fuck? Why would it tell me the stats? I swear to God, they tell you stats on the Incarnons. No, now I feel stupid. Now I actually feel dumb. What is going on? I really have to do this. Wow. Okay, we're gonna use overframe. Okay, we'll use fucking overframe just to see stats because. Where's the incarnate mode? Yo, I hate Warframe so much. I actually hate this game so much. I take everything back I've been saying. This game fucking sucks. This game is awful. Where why can't I find the fucking stats to the strut incarnate, okay? Just for my point, right? Whatever. Fuck this game. Alright, whatever. That doesn't matter. Fuck this game. Alright? But for your knowledge, the Strun Prime is basically a smaller AoE, right? It's a smaller AoE. It's about half of this, right? But it actually has crit chance, status chance, and a crit multiplier, right? So that means it's literally just a Corinth Prime, right? But its alt fire can crit. It has infinite ammo. It doesn't have bad ammo like the Corinth alt fire. Has similar stats to the Corinth alt fire. Let's find Strun Prime really quickly. Right? Look at these stats. Very similar stats. Double the multi-shot also. Wow. That's also, this is such a stupid stat, and you have to go over here to look at fucking, magazine size. Such a stupid fucking thing. Just to see my my reload speed. Right, let's go back to Corinth. Because DE wanted to overcomplicate this whole thing. Where the fuck is the Corinth at? Alright, we'll just look it up because it doesn't feel like popping up. Corinth, whoa, what the fuck? I meant... Wait, I did mean Corinth, yeah. Oh my god. Alright, magazine, okay. That's the one thing the Corinth is better than the fucking Strun. The reload speed, that's it, right? But you can see, why would you want to use that over, you know, the Strun? The Strun with the Incarnate is just a better weapon overall, and it's just like, why would you want to use that? So I don't think that's a dumb thing to say that, you know, why would you use the Corinth when the Strun is just the same gun but better? And, you know, saying there's no reason to use the Strun, which is a fair thing to say because it is just better than it, right? But, you know, obviously you don't want to play the game thinking like that. If you like a weapon, use it. It doesn't matter, right? If you find something enjoyable, use it. That doesn't matter. Anything is good in this game. You can make it work, right? As long as, you know, have a brain, you'll be able to make something work. But, like, how is an endgame player ruining Warframe, right? Because I keep going back on this, right? It's just a stupid fucking, like, it's dumb as hell to say that because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Also, I need to farm credits. Damn, my throat's fucked up. But, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I'm still flabbergasted on this point. Because it, like, they don't interact with the newer players. Things don't get nerfed in this game, right? Things rarely get... Dante just got nerfed, right? The Dante nerf wasn't even that bad. Okay? The nerf that was a little crazy, his AoE killing potential was retardedly strong. And that needed to be toned down, right? Right? I have no issue with that being nerfed, right? That was a little crazy. You know, but it's like, things don't even get nerfed like that in this game. When nerfs do happen, they're not even like gutting nerfs. His force does insane amounts of damage, right? But it's like, it just doesn't go through walls anymore. And then you know what they did? Because line of sight check was so bad, they came back and they made the line of sight check better. So, like, what else? Like, that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing, right? I think that's been plaguing the game for a long time. Shitty line of sight check requirements just got fixed and patched up to be better than it was before. Right? Like, it's just, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. Warframe endgame players are not ruining the game. They're not. They're just not. That's a stupid thing to say. It's a dumb thing to say. It makes no sense. Right? That's just what I want to say. This video is like triple the time that other video. That was like 6 minutes, right? But, yeah. That's the video. Alright, thanks for watching. Mwah.